seconds remaining.
And salutations, Dota fans! I'm Badger back for some more League Season 13 playoff action. Tonight we have a fantastic series on our hands. On the Radiant side, it is during Lads champion, Season 8 champion, Colonels. On the Dire side, it's a team that came in with low expectations but has fulfilled big promises. It is Catboys. Again, this is gonna be a very fun playoff matchup again.
10 seconds remaining.
Having an identical record, 6, they will play for their top 6 spot. Catboys, certain players on Catboys have been very vocal in saying, you doubted us. We're good. Well, tonight is the night to once again prove that you are indeed good at Dota. These are some long-time playoff players in the ladies. Again, long-time Lads veteran Clankers, long-time Lads veteran Curl. Again, a strong trio of somewhat new players in Narcosity, Burfin, and Buffles. Again, made a number of top 8, top 6. I digress. It's gonna be a fun one. This is going already outside. First phase of hands, of course. Earth Spirit, Furion, Beastmaster, Primal Beast, Shaker, Rimstroke, all banned. First pick of Rubik, Response, Vengeful Spirit, again, relatively standard stuff there. Nothing too shocking, nothing. Simply some Dota 2 heroes in a Dota 2. I personally would probably evaluate Venge as a better hero, both again. Very strong. No qualm with either. Neither team reveals too much of their draft yet.
10 seconds remaining.
And now's when it gets that little extra band thing. 3 more bands.
5 seconds remaining.
That big block of 6 is, of course, what we waiting on. That's when the fun begins. Into that. That's when yes, fun. Dota 2 time. Sorry if I sound a little bit off. I end up being a little bit low energy. I'm just gonna be here to provide some good camera work. Hopefully some good play-by-play if the voice is willing, and I'll let the game speak. That is a bit of the beauty of Dota. You get some smooth camera work in there, and a lot of that just writes itself.
5 seconds remaining.
We'll say, though, not too shocked with the Meepo ban. Not too shocked at all. I did say in the preseason that this would be the season of Meepo. It didn't quite live up to that lofty expectations. We have seen a number of Meepo banned season. Sorry, to cough real. It's gonna happen occasionally. I have to mute my mic to cough or sneeze, because this is what you need. Do that Spirit Breaker selected, and certainly a favor of a number of team lads over the last 2. The ladies, not too shockingly, back for it again. I believe they have done this over multiple. Picking this
5 seconds remaining.
Not a particularly hard hero to work. In Spirit Breaker to best, and games that go late right here. Creating prep. Certainly working power play. Hopefully for my sake, this league doesn't kill me, because the last time I felt good, Monday nights, series went for like 4.5 hours. Woke up the next day extremely sick. Hopefully for my sake, this league doesn't kill me. Because I have not casted sense.
10 seconds remaining.
I digress, though. You have a Dawnbreaker Soul.
5 seconds.
Certainly very good flex pick. Doesn't give too much away strategic. Grab one more flex pick for Catboys. You have a lot of options. Ref stuff. And again, that somewhat kills your flex. You have a fairly defined support. Bring a bit of odd configuration of your heroes. But again, Rubik 4, SD5, Dark probably is a very good concept.
10 seconds remaining.
Even though you've probably locked in 1.5 of your leads, still have a decent bit of strategic versatility you can with here. You can play up tempo in the same. Perhaps grab a heavy ganking. Perhaps grab a farm. Perhaps grab a mid still. You have a lot of decent. Now what you might want to grab here. Sorry, I need to cough again. I have once again booted my coughing. Fun times, fun times. You have a Darkseer selection for the late. And this is one of Clanker's go-to comfort selections. He has performed it multiple times. Counts. No, I will not look up the numbers. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I will say though, it definitely feels like a Clanker's hero. You have some decent options. Obviously, being your Spirit Breaker lane pairing, that can run over a lot of more fragile carries. And often you want to pick a more fragile sort of a hero with Shadow Demon. Not necessarily for the lane phase before laning. Like say you go hero. Very good. Get around the game. Combination. Well, Spirit Breaker Darkseer is certainly a combo that can in the phase get ahead. On top of that, you can have the Darkseer illusion countering the Illu carry later. Great pick by the well for your players and for against what the
Team pick.
Oh, I love this pick too. I think this is such a good Bristleback pick. Assuming Bristleback doesn't get entirely run over in the early laning phase, I think there is a lot of power in the level 4 Bristleback over that safe
10
air.
seconds remaining.
Able to contest the enemy, Trican, do an early Roshan. Powers. I think Catboys need to grab something to address this Vanguard at the person. No double entendre intended, but wide. I will say though, if Bristleback has a rough game, it could be a very rough game. Like if it rains for Bristleback this game, it pours. Dawnbreaker, if she can get a lot in that lane, has a lot of impact. Shadow Demon again can kite around Bristleback. Get an Aghanim Scepter, God forbid, then Bristleback's game. Kind of sure, there's still things you can do. Game, but one of those games where I like what the ladies are doing, but they have to, in a sense, do things. The burden execute. They sit back and they twiddle their thumbs very fast, and this Catboy track is certainly good. They will acquire these items for a lot more reason. Interesting. That's a Leshrac. That's another hero. A lot of these heroes this game where I hate to use the same phrase again, but if the Shrek from ahead is a notoriously strong hero and don't track from behind, not often a strong Colonel Squid will have counterpick. For those who do not know, good setup right now. He sent me a picture of his setup. It is bad. It is very, very bad. And I quote, PowerPoint edition of Dota 2. But of course, Squid being Squid, is a very confident player. Not to say, I'm playing Valve's PowerPoint. As a result, I'm going to back down. I'm still going to play up tempo. I'm still going to try to brawl. Ladies ban out Ursa Troll. I like both of those bans. I think both of those could have been viable select Catboys. Whether or not they're optimal bans, I don't know, but I think they're good enough.
5 seconds remain. Dire team pick.
I see PMA mentioning Sven in the chat, and then again 2 minutes from now, Sven is still not banned yet. They can 23 Sven if they really want to. I didn't mute my mic. My bad. Sorry. Meant to mute.
5 seconds remaining.
15 seconds reserve time for Catboys. Turkey in the drafting, waiting for that final. What will he go for? He's got 5 seconds, still considering for the carry pick. It will be Faceless Void. Not necessarily the illusion carry that I potentially mentioned earlier, but a much safer lane with that time walk into Darkseer Spiritbreaker. Again, you play that lane well, and it's a lot harder to die on Void. It's still possible to die, of course, but it does mean that, again, if you can start getting this lineup online, you have some very strong teams. I think the ladies are walking a tightrope. No matter what they grab with this last pick, walking a tightrope. In which they're going to be at an advantageous state. Bill, it's a bristleback mid for Squid! Okay! This is for those who don't know the lore on this one, there was a legendary bristleback mid game for Colonel Squid in one of the playoffs. He was laning bristleback into Necrophos. Hamingsy's next time last champion. And he absolutely took HC pound. He had like 7 kills in 7 minutes. Something like 6 of those kills being on the Necro. It was possibly the biggest drubbing I have ever seen in lads. And that includes the games I played in last season. This season, I guess. They were very bad, but even I never lost mid that hard. So that's how you know. I think that something had to have went terribly, terribly wrong. But we'll have to see if Squid can replicate that today. Of course, that will be the goal. I doubt it will be exactly that, though. I like their late game potential a little more with the Sven pick, but I'm a little bit concerned that they're now just kind of in an awkward spot where Bristleback and Sven's timings will not align. Now, maybe the ladies will know more about the strat than I will and can actually walk the tightrope. I think Catboys have an easier draft to play. Like, I think if you play this and you have equally skilled team, Dire would win this probably 80 times out of 100. Yeah, I just think they have a much easier game to play.
Prepare for battle.
Maybe I'm overspeaking, but maybe it's all the cough medicine just completely screwing up my head right now. But still, if you are just joining us, welcome to game number 1. This Legal Ads Losers Quarterfinals playoff series between the ladies on the Radiant side, Catboys on. Again, it is win or go home. Winner makes the top 6. Will, I believe, Cult of the Big Fry, top 4. Loser goes home 7th. A respectable placing, respectable, but not what you can't. You didn't sign up. Give 2-3 months of your life to get 7th. You came to win, but if you're not going to win, at least get like top 3, top 4. This is a lot of pride on the line, a lot of time on the line. See early ward here placed. Got that a lot. Looking at Dire Vision, you see Sharkosity, they saw a Clanker. So if they go for this rune fight here, Dire will absolutely crush it. Looking at Radiant Vision, oh, they have no idea. Turkey, As imprisonment skill, he'll go on Clankers. Split Earth to follow up, perfectly timed. Darkseer will die, First Blood will go. The Sick Boy on the Rubik, not the ideal target, but First Blood nonetheless. Again, that ward, whose ward is that? Whose ward is that? That's Turkey's ward. This man is in your content channel, pinging you after game. This is why. It's a beautiful ward from Turkey. Alright. I don't know what's supposed to happen mid in a Bristleback Leshrac lane. I don't know. I don't really think too much about Bristleback. There's very little mental energy dedicated to that hero in my brain. We see at the beginning of the laning phase, both Venge and Spearbreaker are bottom. Those Clankers solo top. They'll go on Tia, bottom lane. Storm Bolts into perhaps a bash. No bash from Buffles. Needed that bash. Could not find it. Low probability, but if he had it, it would have been a kill. Meanwhile, top lane, surely they know Clankers is alone. And he is alone, by the way. You see Legacy heading over, looking to man fight. He skills time dilation. That's 1 second dilation. And they get the kill, however. Clankers is low. Banishment on Spirit Break. Clankers will get right-clicked down by Legacy. So 2 kills for Catboys. Fantastic start to the game. And notice, Clankers has TP on cooldown. He will be late to returning to the lane. Not what you want in a hero like Darkseer. Loves to have a, loves level 3. Loves level 4. Loves level 5. He's level 1. Not a fun time. Mid lane, Leshrac, 10-0. And a deny! That's a beautiful deny right there. Another! Wow! Dude, Squid is getting beat. You don't see it very often. As a man who lost to Squid mid twice this season, he's a very respectable middle laner, and seeing this in action is very impressive. We have a little bit of trading going on top lane. Seems like everybody is okay right now. Nobody's too injured. Is there a stick on Clankers and Buffles? One on Clankers, but not one on Buffles. Yes, stick and click 5. So you kill bottom lane. Venge right click down by Tia and Sick Boy. Lift into the Dawnbreaker combo. My bad for missing that one.
My patience is rewarded.
Never a great sign be missing those kills, but it is what it is, right? It is what it is. Now I wonder with the way... Oh, bottom lane stun on Dawnbreaker. Nothing too crazy there. I wonder if I sound to live like the classic sort of sportscasters like Dak Buck, who had a super sickly, sort of gravelly sounding voice. I wonder if I sound a little bit like that right now. Lotus goes the way of Legacy. Obviously, it's great for Legacy, not great for Buffles. We're on the Radiant side. Who got the Lotus there? I think Dyer got the Lotus. And both Lotuses going the way of Catboys. All the kills, all the Lotuses. Always a great start to your game, and that's what... Yeah, looking over at CS, nothing is too crazy yet. Both offlaners are not having a good time, though. Flankers 13-1. Tia on the Dawnbreaker only 7-0, so both carries having a grand old time. Neither offlaner particularly happy. Dawnbreaker less happy than... Which is, again, it's a what can you do? Over at the mid, 8 water runes, no supports our mid lane. Squid is a bottle, but he's to be a little bit careful here. He's got no boot. He has no ultimate. Tia's go to fan on the Leshrac. Has to be Posky, isn't it? I don't know why I just said Tia's Toda fan. Either way, though, the rune still goes to Squid. Thought for a second Lesh might look to run down Bristle in the river, but again, apparently the math did not add up there. Squid is losing mid though by a somewhat decent mark, XP wise. A little bit in terms of CS as well. But again, you play a hero like Bristleback to have a decent time though. Again, hitting that 6 is probably... Over the top lane, poisons are getting spammed out by Turkey. Seems like everybody's going to be A-okay. Meanwhile, bottom lane, it's a 2-on-2 brawl. Perhaps a death duel. Both subs are very low. Tia about 1/3 HP as well. Seems like everybody's gonna be okay. And there's a hole going on here on this dire top. Clankers has the Ion Shell. Has enough for one surge to get away, and again, it seems like they're going to let Clankers farm this camp, just let them have it. Not sure if they were in a position to contest it. I'm guessing no in this case. Will surge away anyways. Waffles will be the one at the creeps. A lot of creep action. Meanwhile, bottom lane, Perp is being gone on. Yeah, not enough spells for Tia to secure that kill. Stormbolt, Misguiding Missile, both on Tia. Tia actually is alive. I think Perfect wanted the cleave kill and now finds it. Dawnbreaker to fall. First kill on the board for the ladies. Now 1 to 3 kill score wise, but again, Catboys, they're up by a 1,000 net worth lead. It's quite the margin. A lot of that seems to be off the both the Void and the Leshrac doing very well in their lane versus only Spen doing well for the Radiants. Minute 6. Oh god, Colonel Squid is so sad right now. He's so sad. There are 3 dire heroes in his neighborhood. Missing spells, I might add, but wait a minute, he's gonna live! The gank has been botched entirely. Squid has 2 stacks of poison on him, but that was what should have been a great opportunity for a kill turned into no kill. There's 3 stacks of poison, but again, there will be no kill on Squid. The missed gank, despite being in that 3v1 scenario, having heroes on the high ground, having Squid on the low ground, no rune for the Bristle, denied there, taken by the demon. You still cannot secure that kill, which is what can you do? And meanwhile, top lane, Flanker's in danger. He has the Lotus, he's got the Surge, but Turkey is there to ruin his day. The Banishment, the Poisons, the right clicks. Flankers will fall. The kill goes the way of Shadow Demon. 4 kills now for Catboy. Over to Sharkosity. He's going to look to fight for this minute 7 water rune. He's winning the fight with Sick Boy. Sick Boy is the Fairy Fire lift. Sick Boy wants to secure the rune before he dies, but cannot do so. Venge secures 1 Wisdom rune. The other one will head the way of Buffle, so both minute 7 Wisdom runes. A great win there for the lady. Sharkosity surely will die here. Surely will die here eventually. Though again, at this point, it's like, alright, I'll buy some time. Even Mango to do, there's no way he, is that even worth it? Fantastic neutral deny. Not quite sure it was worth it, but it did happen. Meanwhile, there was a stack here at the Radiant Shrek here, taken by the Shrek, so a lot of money headed the way of the Leshrac. Still, it's looking at the hero net worth charts. It's both carries way at the top. Great day for carry play if you are one of them. Squid and Leshrac are both top lane. Banishment onto the Spirit Breaker. He'll walk away there on Buffalo. Squid looks to dive that tower. Legacy has Time Walk in 1 and Chrono in right now. Turkey is low. Squid is still diving. Bristleback back in there onto Shadow Demon low. Buffles looks to right click. Turkey's still low. Squid secures the kill. Lift onto Darkseer. Thick Boy has arrived. Chronosphere on 3. Clankers to fall. Soda's left tack. Soda's Faceless Void. And in comes the All Chat. Now it's Bristleback dead. A 2-for-3 trade. They'll look to tie for Rubik. Is there a stun on Venge? Yes, there is in 1. Stun from Venge. The kill for Buffalo. It's a 4-for-2 win for the ladies. And just like that, the kill score is equal. 6-6 on the board. Big rotation from, well, from everybody on the ladies but Sharkosity, who was just, not Sharkosity, but Perfin, who was just sitting in the bottom lane on Sven, having a grand old time. Number 1 net worth by about 600 GP right now. It's a good day to be Sven. And right now, if you are Squid, you probably want runes. You're not getting runes, though. It's not a day to get runes. There's a one-on-one between Lesh and Bristle. Surely both live, and surely both do live. Looking over at Sven's build, nothing too crazy there. You know, your standard Shreds, Mask, Echo build for now. Over at Void, he's going Midas, which again feels fairly standard on carry Void in the current pack. I'm just looking around at builds, looking for anything interesting. I'm not seeing anything too out of the ordinary. I mean, Clankers just went Vanguard straight up, which you get a lot now. Bristle is going Octarine into Ags. He's being ganked at Tricamp. The gank will end up missing. Buffles has the charge there on Sick Boy. Squid looking to thread that he's lifted up by a Rubik. Did he get a little bit too greedy? Yes, he did. Brought down by Leshrac. The trade is not even there yet. The ulti's stolen by Root to get away from Spirit Breaker. Dawnbreaker is dead, meanwhile, in the bottom lane, but it's still going to be a fantastic cross-map situation for the Catboys. Not only do they trade 2 for 1 favorably, but they also get that ancient camp stack. And a lot of action going on from the Leshrac. He's been across the map everywhere you go right now. Flanker's just surging on over, but again, the creeps are gone. They are dead. Frowny face on the... Nothing you can do.
Dyer's bottom tower has fallen.
It's minute 10. Once again, it's the dawn of a new day. 1K net worth lead, but this time going the way of the ladies. Though it's all on the back of Perfin. He's 2-0-0, 104 last hits, 14 denies. It's a pretty okay game to play Sven. They 24 picked his top lane's a fight going on. Look at that instead. More important than me talking about Sven, of course. So I'm sure Ultra Gunner might contest that, but still. Demonic Verge on Clankers. He'll put the wall on the floor. Legacy's half HP. Holds the time lock. Legacy to the high ground. Tia looks to run down Buffles. Buffles runs her way. Clankers will surge. And Tia will focus towards Sharkos, looking for the easier Venge kill. Venge stun is there on the Shrek. But again, the kill still goes the way of Leshrac. Squid has arrived to the fight, Vanguard in hand. It seems our fight is over at this point. The 1 Venge kill going the way of Catboy. Still that 1K net worth lead. And at long last, the tower has died. The Shrek denied that. 30 dead too. So 2 towers dead, both going the way of the ladies. The side lane tower top and the side lane tower bottom both taken. I completely missed the bottom tower going down. What can you do? Either way, though, we are seeing a bit of action lane. Nothing too wild and crazy big. But again, both teams are setting up a bit of fury. There's currently a top under tower there by Sharkosity. That'll be a dead Rubik. The kill goes the way of Buffles. 8 kills. Important item for Catboys. We are not too far from that Bloodstone on the Shrek. It'll be a very important now. It is finished. That'll be an important item where you might see a Bloodstone into Travel's build on. That is the case. When you get those, it'll be Kaya Sand instead, so more of a stat heavy build. Travel indicates he's perhaps a little more interested in fighting rather than. We're going to see Dawnbreaker TP top. Solar Guardian is ready to go in the case that Catboys want to fight some. Blade nailed the bill here on Dawnbreaker. I was mentioning during the draft as well as the chat was mentioning some potential Aghanim's on Shadow Demon in this game. Appears to not be priority for Turkey too early in the game. I'm going for the Aether Lens first, so not a straight up Aghanim's run, but yeah. Speaking of Aether Lens, we see one on Sick Boy being built at, and past range is being prioritized. Get that longer range on Disruption, longer range on later on. Tia runs away from Shark. More importantly, we see a gank bottom lane. Only problem is the target is Buffled. I'm sure they wanted a more viable target and they will not find it. However, the kill is most certainly secure, going the way of Leshrac. Perhaps they'll parlay that one in bottom top. Only 2 points in the Edict, but there are no Radiant side defenders. Speaking of defending attack, Dire are defending their, though the offense only Sharkosity. Mid lane, we'll see a bit of a go on Tia. Stormbolt from Perfin. Squid has the slow. Turkey up the Sven. Pick Boy TP's in. Perfin now runs away. The Shrek will land to the fight. Colonel Squid still in the river, slowed heavily by Turkey. Solar Guardian the stun. Hammer forward to bring down Squid. Turkey secures that kill. Now they'll head to Sharkosity, slowed down by the Lightning Storm, lifted up by Sick Boy. Sharkosity is under his allied wall. Vacuum there on Lesh. Clankers looks to fight. Tia has the stun into another stun from the split earth, bit of stun stacking there, but it did not matter at all. 2 kills for Catboy. Upples wants vengeance. Oh, missed the ulti though! He used it on Rubik! Oh no! Buffles! That is not the play! And he will get punished heavily. Ends up being a 3 for 0. Somehow Sharkosity still is alive. But again, 3 kills for Catboys. They once again secure that 1,000 net worth lead. That appears to be the name of the game. We keep fighting. The fights generally have gone the way of Catboys. Oh, not always. During all that, we have a big man with a big sword getting a big creep stat score. Sorry, I did not. I meant to mute the mic on that one. Did not do so. My bad. What can you do? I don't know why I keep looking at Buffles. What he's doing is not that interesting. I just keep looking at him anyways. And now there's some action mid lane. Banishment onto Colonel Squid into the Split Earth. But he's quite tanky and has 21 charges ready to go. Stolen Super Growthy is there on Venge. Venge is now going to die in the loop. Oh, they're going to demolish Squid. A lot more damage than I expected. A lot of that surely from that Disseminates. Whatever that spell does. I honestly don't know what it does still. I even play some Shadow Beam and I don't even know what it does. I just use it. I just press the spell. It does something. I might read that actually. Oh, there's a break in the action. I see. Bottom lane, they're going in for Buffles. ACS Corona ready to go, but meanwhile, mid lane, you have a lone Leshrac with Haste Rune. Again, with Haste Rune in hand, wrap around towards the Venge, 3-on-1 in the jungle, and the Rumble will go the way of Catboy, going the way of Leshrac surely. So 16 kills now for Catboy. They've doubled up the kill score, and again, all these kills recently have gone the way of Catboy. I believe it was like 7 to 9 in kill score earlier, and you see it now. That's a lot of red, indicating that it's dire kills and dire D-wards. You have this one kill here on Ruby, but other than that, it's all going the way of the dire. All going the way of Catboy. Again, Squid, he's died 4 times, but seems not to care about that. As he's once again in the mid lane looking to defend his T1 tower. He's getting purged by Turkey. In comes a TP from Clankers. Mid T1 gets brought down. Squid is still quite low. Buffles has a charge. He has a wand on Bristle. Walls on the floor. Legacy has Chrono ready to go. He'll use it on only Squid. But the kill, no! The good swap from Sharkosity, keeping Colonel Squid alive. And now, Turkey will die on the dire side. Radiant focus down Tia. Tia has a blade nail ready to fight, but again, Radiant have their patience. They'll wait to kill the Dawnbreaker. Dawnbreaker eventually will end up dying. However, of course, Catboys want vengeance. They finally kill Colonel Squid, so 2 for 1 so far. At this point, Legacy has no Chrono. Thick Boy has a bulldoze, so Dire are running out of tools to fight with. Leshrak's low on mana as well, so it is a 1 fight, and the fight could be even more 1 for the ladies. Charged forward by Buffles. Is there anything that can bring down Sick Boy? There's not. Therefore, Rubik will get away, but again, that is a 1,000 net worth swing. Despite the tower, probably does not include the tower going down. Actually, maybe if you include the tower going down, it's probably 8 or so shrink. But again, 3-man smoke up by the ladies, headed into the Dire jungle. Dire scan, it's not on the mark. Charge forward is there on Lesh, but again, Buffles did not use the ulti. A lot of patience, perhaps a little bit too much patience. Or maybe instead respect towards the Dire's ability to counter-engage. There was no Solar Guardian, it was on cooldown. We're on the way. Discord message isn't important. It is not, it's incredibly not important. Either way, we are back to fun. Going to not talk for a little bit to save the voice. Do a farm on our end. And we have a pause. And apparently we're about to not be paused. Okay. This occurred to me, if you're watching on Dota TV and not through Twitch right now, you're getting a different experience, because you're getting a lot of coughing sounds on Dota TV. I am broadcasting through the open mic in-game as well. I am not muting my in-game mics. You're getting a lot of coughing sounds. I think Twitch has been mostly relieved from the incessant coughing of my lungs. S13 goes the way of Squid. Hold that one for a little bit longer. Whenever it is just two offlaners in the lane, never a good time. See, you know what it is about the offlaner mentality. They're not just going to sit there and mutually agree to hit creep. Because game 3 would indicate that you would both just want to not interact and hit creeps. But the offlaner brain does not care about game theory. It cares not about the Nash equilibrium. It simply wants to fight. You see Clankers and Tia immediately begin to slap each other for no gain at all, just to start doing damage. What can you do? We do see a bit of action beginning to form. Mid lane, charge forward by Buffles. There on Turkey into the Spirit Breaker ulti. That'll be a dead Shadow Demon, kill going the way of Clankers. Plus disrupted. But the Ion Shell secured the kill anyways, surely. We have key items. That's one key item for Legacy. BKB on Faceless Void. Speaking of BKB, oh, perfect! Not even going to use the ulti. You know what? I don't need to use my ulti to kill a simple Rubik. I can just sit there in the high ground, stun him, and have Buffles arrive. Nice easy kill there for the Sven, who has a BKB, and a Harpoon now finish. Into the Dire jungle, Squid has an Aghanim Scepter finish, looking to kill Tia. Vacuum will cancel that Solar Guardian, that'll be a dead Dawnbreaker. And again, we're seeing this Bristleback Ags used to seemingly good effect there by Squid, hitting a lot of those quill sprays onto the Dawnbreaker. Especially some of these AoE stuns, there could be a bit of a wombo combo. Not your traditional wombo combo, you know, the Vac, the Sven stun, the Bristleback activation, you know, not the traditional wombo combo you think of, but could be a lot of damage this game, that's for sure. Even then, maybe just Sven Darkseer is all you need. For those who remember, of course, the legendary Clinton Loomis Sven Cleave to end all Sven Cleaves. The Darkseer Vac into the Sven Cleave. Massive crit, I think killed 4 heroes. I mean, that's all you need sometimes. So. Purge onto Buffles. Sharkosity backs him up. Legacy will BKB. Chrono ready to go. He'll swap away the Void for now. Perfin has been isolated inside the Chrono. But there's not much follow-up damage. Sven will turn red. He'll BKB. He'll look to fight. Good two-man stun from Tia. Perfin focuses Legacy. Legacy is dead. First casualty of the fight. Two-man split. Earth comes in from Lash, but again, Perfin. He's still red. He's so angry right now, but he cannot find anyone to lock down. He'll head to Leshrac. Radiant will focus. They want the second biggest kill of the fight. Stormbolt into Spirit Breaker ulti. Into right clicks. Leshrac to fall. Both Void and Leshrac are dead. Both at the hands of the big man with the big sword, Perfin. Now the fight continues. Purge on Squid. Stun. Perfin will not get the kill this time around, but it's still 3 kills for the lady. Sick boy to fall as well. Finally, there will be some vengeance with the Venge dying, ironically enough, but it's still that 4-for-1, a massive win for the ladies. We begin to see movement towards the Roshan pit. Looking at Dire Vision, they will not see all of it, though they did see Squid walk in misdirections. They have some ideas going on right now. Again, it should be a fairly free in Roshan. Dire's heroes are dead, and if they weren't dead, they would still not have a Chronosphere, therefore it will be a Roshan taken. There'll be 2 lives headed the way of Colonel Squid. Looking at the SD Ags timing, though, he's finished it, so as much as Squid was ready to have fun, Turkey says no. will A, not have fun, and if you don't have fun enough, I'll put it in content and say, haha, look at you, I purged you. You think you have bristles on your back, but you don't. Actually, don't. I don't know where I'm going. I really don't. Oh. Meant to mute there. My bad. Either way, though, top lane. Being smoke towards Turtle Squid. And he's very isolated. Got 2 lives, but might just lose both here. Again, it's going to be 1 life immediately lost. Attempts the life steal with the axe. Actually, it's working! It's working pretty well right now. Finally, the purge is there, but again, they bought enough time for Radiant to arrive to the fight. Perfid is here. Clankers is here, and they want to, again, use the Aegis. Dire used so many of their spells to get only 1 life on man with 2 lives. Perfid will stun Tia. The charge comes through. Legacy has Chrono ready to go. Will he use it? He can. Back, but no. Time walk away. Split Earth. Oh, Chronosphere! They're on 4! The stolen Fac as well! Oh my, but where's the damage? It's just not there. Perfid's still hitting, doing a lot of damage. At least he's trying to, but he can't do enough, actually. Now Squid is dying instead. Lincoln by Sick Boy. Time up by Legacy. Squid will end up dying. Buffles will charge through, but it's 3 dead on the lady's side. He'll run down that Spirit Breaker. They'll eventually bring him down as well. That'll be 4 dead, and the Edith's lost. A triumphant, massive teamfight win for Catboys. Just seemed like the ladies did not have damage. I could be wrong. Maybe they did do damage, but it just seemed like it wasn't enough damage. That may be an issue, because, well, how much more damage can they acquire? I mean, sure, Sven can buy more items, but if he's being kited around, then it doesn't matter how much damage he does. And it seems like Squid's game is going to be a little bit harder now because, again, gotta beat him with eggs. So it's time to be concerned. If you are a fan of the ladies, it's time to be concerned. Because this game's not getting any easier. It truly is not. Dare I say, it might be getting harder. Which, again, is not good. This Void Hero scales incredibly well. You have this massive purple circle. That's a purple spherical sort of shape place on the ground, and when you do that, you win Dota 2. Again, even though there was very little damage seemingly being thrown into the Chrono up here, having that massive lockdown can be huge in these fights. Funny part again of that previous Chrono is Sickboy tried to turn it into a 5-man Chrono by like lifting the Venge into it. That would have been pretty hilarious. Trying to throw it by Buffles. But it's cancelled by Turkey. Purge on Colonel Squid. He's taking so much damage right now. Time left forward and Squid is dead. So Colonel Squid down. It's time to run. They're running at Perfin. Stun from Venge. They're on the Shrek. Charge through. But again, the lift from Sick Boy. The cast range from Aether Lens comes in clutch. Buffles still running away. The bash will be enough. 2 dead. And the tower might not be too far behind. Edict is there for the Shrek. Therefore, the tower will actually get glyphed, but again, this is a dead tower, not an alive tower. Do not let the glyph confuse you. Tier 2 taken. First Tier 2 of the game taken by Catboys.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Again, in come the TPs towards the top lane. Sauce, hey, Radiant's having fun over here. No fun allowed. We'll TP in 3. Sharkosity appears to be dead. Again, the Lotus Orb will delay the inevitable, but not by that much. Banishment on both the Shadow Demon and the Venge. Sharkosity to fall. And again, there is no Ags on the Venge yet, so no extra fun happening after that one. No extracurricular Venge action yet. One thing we have not seen yet is the Tormentor, but seems like that's about to change. Perfin has a double damage route. Ulti not even needed. Ooh, data, that's a lot of damage. That is a good shard to get as well. The Venge shard is very good. For those who do not know, it's 2 targets on Magic Missile, which is pretty fantastic. With the bounce around your stun, that's a lot more lockdown before the Venge will. Especially when you get that Ags on Venge, there's a lot of value. There's a lot of synergy between the Ag and the Ag shard. Bottom lane, time dilation from Legacy. Squid actually has no purge for time dilation, so he's just sad right now. Smoke on up on the Shrek and Dawnbreaker. They'll purge Colonel Squid. Squid will end up dying. Flanker to the Guardian Greaves, though too little too late to save his Colonel Squid. And this is what I mentioned in the draft, is I like the Bristleback. If his game starts to snowball in the wrong direction, that would be very bad. And we're seeing that right now. The game is snowballing the other direction. He just keeps getting purged. He just keeps dying. And again, if you were a ladies fan, you're probably hoping that they will be at a bigger lead right now. They are simply not. I mean, they're not even at any lead right now. The bulldoze stolen by a sick boy. Surely not the spell he wanted, but it is the spell.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Well, that's a big pickup as well. Shiva's Guard on the track. I mean, if you're Bristleback, you're already sad. You already can't use anything because of the time dilation and the Shadow Demon break by the Demonic Purge. You throw in that regen reduction and the slow. Dear Lord, Squid is just. He is a very sad Squid. He's like the actual Squidward right now. He's sitting there incredibly sad. There's not much he can. Getting yelled at by Mr. Krabs, getting bothered by SpongeBob, and he's powerless to stop it, you know? What's going on right now in this game? Again, perhaps it's desperation time. Smoke up on 4 from the ladies. It's go time. Blink Flare by Perfum, but again, a little bit short. The Purge comes through again. Turkey will lose his life eventually, but not quite yet. Vacuum Wall there on 3. It's fantastic, but again, nobody's dying. Chrono there on 2. Spend the fall. Legacy's incredibly low, but he's not quite dead yet. Squid's trying to fight, but he's still being kited around. Turkey is finally dead. But can Radiant do anything? Venge is dead. Squid's trying to clean things up. For once, he's not being broken in the fight. It matters a lot right now. Clankers is dead. Venge buys back. Dawnbreaker dead. Bristles still fighting. The Ags is there, but he's still stunned. He needs another stun. Another right click comes through, and Sick Boy secures that kill, and now Buffles is on the run. And there's nothing he can do unless he can somehow get a Shadow Blade off and get away, but he will not live that long. That's 5 dead. It would be a full 5-man wipe, but Venge is back in the game once again, thanks to the buyback again. Colossal lead. Extended now for the Catboys. Only a 7,000 lead, but it feels so much greater than that. Again, you found the right target at the onset of that fight in the Shadow Demon. But because Sven could not immediately destroy the SD, LinkedIn over here, SD was over here, not quite in range to immediately demolish the game. It was time for SD to use some spells, for Dire to respond from the east, and at that point, drop the chrono, drop the damage. No fun being had there. What do you do? Yeah, that is the right target. It just didn't work. Charcosity is on the run, and Charcosity is dead. Clanker has TP'd in. Bristleback is on the way as well, and again, as a reminder, he does have bristles on his back, but only temporarily. Seems like both teams have Roshan in the mind once again. Roshan is alive, by the way. That is a About a middle of the road Roshan respawn, more or less, but the Eats were busy fighting earlier. Yeah, we are splitting the map once again. I mentioned Buffles will be doing some map splitting. Has been the name of the game for Spirit.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Seems like the main action will now be at the Roshan. Roshan is not quite cooperating right now. Actually, that might matter. That's buying some time for the ladies to arrive. Catboys smoke up as 4, leaving Roshan, heading to Colonel Squid, but it's a bait. In comes Sven, blinking on Turkey. Shadow Demon is still alive, though! He's finally dead to Chrono, but a swap away, Squid has been saved! Flankers will end up dying here, but again, Perfin can fight, Squid can fight. Is there damage? Is there enough damage? Yes, there is to bring down the Sven, and now Squid is isolated. Charge is stunned! No, there's no charges at all. At this point, it's an absolute disaster. They'll bring down Colonel Squid. They'll run down Buffles eventually. And when he dies, and he's dead now. That's a full 5-man wipe. And it seems like the ladies were ready. They were baiting up. They had heroes here. They had heroes here, but it mattered not. Even found Shadow Demon on the east side of the fight. But again, okay, actually, you're not getting a better fight than that for the ladies. A, find Shadow Demon. You kill him. B, you swap a key hero outside of Chrono, and you still lose the fight horribly. So, if that happens, and you still lose the fight, you're not winning this game. It's not going to be any easier with Roshan going the way of Catboy. Just the legacy cheese for the Leshrac as well. I mean, this is just... this is bad. I don't quite know how the ladies win this game now.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
It is tier 4 neutral time. That's a big item for Legacy, of course, that ninja gear. It's probably going to be a highly prioritized item here. Again, if the Dota gods cooperate, there may be, 5 or 6 ninja gears grabbed to top lane. Again, they isolate and they bring down Squid. Clankers backed him up, but again, it's just at this stage of the game, how can you put back? Perfect blinks in, looking for Sick Boy. Tia has Solar Guardian. Sick Boy is still alive. He's finally dead, but there's just too much damage. Clanker's dead. Perfin's being kited. He'll try to Ogre Steel tow him away, but there's nothing he can do at this point. Buffles is a charge. Perfin's still dead. Buffles is on the run. Buffles is gonna die. 4 for 1. That tier 2 tower is the next casualty of Catboys in there. 5-man death ball right now. It's gonna be a dead tier 3. Another blink in by Turkey. That is go again. Good coordination on these split earth stuns. Not that Sharkosity was going to live anyways, but what can you do? It's dead again. Dead Rax, dead tower, dead hope. Right at bottom lane, it seems like Catboys want 2 lanes of Rax. Again, by gum, seems like they'll get 2 lanes of Rax as well. I don't quite see super serious defense coming out here. There's no buyback on Sven, not that he wants to buy that. There's no buyback on Van, not that she wants to buy that. Again, Blink Banishment there on Squid. They'll try to Bloodstone and stay alive. Tankers has the back wall combo. They'll finally kill Turkey again, but hey, they're holding. Tia's dead. Squid's still alive. They can't finish the Bristleback. Chronosphere's there. They'll finally finish the job. 3 kills again coming through. Perfin has become red. Going for Leshrac. The harpoon forward. Oh, God, my throat. Regardless, despite the fantastic heroic defense by the ladies, it cost them multiple core buybacks, and they still lost 2 sets of barracks. Not a good defense at all. It was what it would have had to be. They got the big streak kill on the Shrek, but it's still not a fun time at all. Not at all. That's a lot of gold headed the way of particularly Sten, Bristle, and Darkseer, 3 cores here. I don't know if it can turn things around. Alright, so there's 2 lines of play for Catboys. One is you run it down immediately as 5 once you have Chrono. The other is you wait for Roshan. If you do wait for Roshan, then potentially Radiant can have buybacks again. I think if you're Catboys, you wait for Legacy to have that Chrono again at 55, and then you 5-man. You know you're ahead. Look at the buyback status right now. No buyback. Oh, swap in by Sharkosity into a lot of damage from Turfin. They'll bring down Sick Boy. Gia is now going to arrive here. There's no follow-up quite yet. Regardless, that buyback status. There's no buy. Ooh, good blink away by Clankers. He's still in a little bit of danger right now. Buffles will charge through, hitting Turkey. Legacy time walks in. No Chrono for 25. He looks for the bash. He finds 1 on Clankers. Ball on the floor. Hits on 3. But Clankers is still dead. Turkey being gone on by illusions as Leshrac goes forward. Back to Turkey. Oh, he disrupts and blinks away, hitting himself from that a Darkseer illusion menagerie. Buffles will finish the kill anyways, looking to make Squid's game a little bit better, but again, you have all 3 dire cores alive, and no Darkseer to defend. Bristleback can finally play Dota. Only problem is if he dies right here to Chrono, then he can't play Dota at all. Being gone on by Legacy, both Dawnbreaker and Lash are on the way. He'll Lotus Orb to walk away. Now turn on the track. Dash comes in from Legacy. Time walk in. Walk out. Sharkosity. Except Bristle. Charge forward by Buffles. They want the Shrag. Perfin has become red. Looks for big crits, but cannot find them. The good swap comes in from Sharkosity. It's a Chronosphere. Only on Sven, but he's being targeted and brought down. Perfin dead. Sharkosity dead. Perfin buys back. Tia the trade. But down goes Colonel Squid. That is a dieback. No Clankers for 50. No Squid. 410. Charge forward by Buffles. He grabs all 3 bounty runes. But it may cost him his life after all. Is there detection actually? There's not. Wait, there's no way! He had no detection! He had no detection and he still got meds! Perfin will stun Legacy. He tries to go in, but there's still no detection. But the GG is called. Catboys take game number 1 over to ladies in a triumphant 1-0 victory. And the ladies, they went for this timing window oriented draft, and they simply missed their timing. Perhaps the timing was too tight to make. It did not work out. You know what they say? What you say is what can you do? Certainly not what you might have wanted if you're a fan of the ladies. Again, we are going into the season on the line game now. Now I'm going to cut to a break. I will see you soon. Game number 2 of the ladies versus Catboys.
remaining. Dire team ban. Radiant team ban. Radiant team ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Impossible.
Dire team pick. Radiant team pick.
Beastmaster.
Dire team ban. Dire team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Greetings and salutations once again, Dota fans. I have returned. You're back for game number 2 of some playoff action here. Catboys in the league. I have
10
DMs.
seconds remaining.
Oh god, you DM me on Steam.
5
That was your
seconds
mistake. Don't ever DM.
remaining. Dire team pick.
That's the mistake.
10 seconds remaining.
Online. He's online here. We may have a co-commentator. We may have a co-commentator. It's good. I do not sound good.
Dire team pick.
Call. Surely if I just cold call my co-commentator. 0 warning. What could possibly go wrong here? What could possibly go wrong? I make great decisions.
Radiant team pick.
Surely. Surely this will work out just fine. Maybe it won't. We'll find out. Some more selections.
Hello, Badger.
We're now being joined on Vico. We're live on air. Welcome to the broadcast. How are you in this fine evening?
Hello, I'm doing good. I thought you were ignoring me, but I didn't know you had your Steam on Do Not Disturb. I'll keep that in mind in the future.
I am perpetually, especially whenever I'm casting, I have it on Do Not Disturb. If I don't, then it's pop-up message, sound message. I'm like, that's bad for the podcast.
That's fair.
Welcome. So, Discord.
Yeah,
Action.
I wasn't able to join the lobby, so I'm gonna have to just watch it from here.
We have heroes.
Where are they picking? How delayed is the stream?
We're on a 2-minute delay right now.
Okay. Let's see. Beastmaster, Phoenix Venge. 3 Rubik Darks here. Okay.
We'll say though, this is definitely a different look to the draft for the league. Did you watch game 1?
Yeah, I did. I was really concerned when I saw Squid on Bristleback, though. I feel like it's not really his hero, but at the same time, he's like playing on his MacBook with like 20 FPS, so. Picked Leshrac for Miposki. What's left in the pool?
We have like the actual mids in the pool to counter this.
Abandoned Invoker, Primal. Pango could. Well, they have Rubik Tree, so it might be hard. See, I don't know what Squid would want to play. I don't know if he's like limiting his hero pool because of his like what he's playing on. Because like he sent me a video of him playing on his MacBook, and it looked really bad.
It did. He described it as Dota 2 PowerPoint edition, and yeah, it's very accurate.
Yeah. Like the game just like stutters, and then he's like in a different position in the next second. So I don't know if that's why he wanted to be Bristleback.
You know, if you think about it, like it just requires you to plan out your moves like a chess game. You know, you have to do like multiple moves in advance because like you literally cannot see your moves before they happen. So you have to predict the enemy moves before they happen.
I do like this draft a lot better than their first game draft on the ladies, though. I feel like it actually has some synergy. They don't really have a lot of egg hitters on Catboys right now either. It's just gonna come down to what they pick here. I don't know if they want to pick their carry or their. Oh, they did pick Pango. Okay.
I don't want to like do my usual Pangolier trash talking right now because I know you like the hero, but this hero does play.
No, this hero is disgusting. Like they've nerfed it so many times, and it's still like a 52% win rate. It's just like I think the only way they can destroy this hero is if they nerf his mana costs. Because I think like it's like 75 mana for like 300, 400 damage. I just pick it to abuse it.
It just plays itself. Like you press the buttons and you win the game. Like, how can I do that?
For sure. Yeah, playing against Pangos as support's like a nightmare actually. So they just both need carries then, I guess. They banned Sven. Is Gyro still in the pool? Gyro is still in the pool. I don't know how good it is after the nerfs, but
like, even if Gyro's still good, he's no longer in vogue. No longer in favor. Nobody wants to play him anymore. Like he went in, he went out. No one wants to play him.
The only time I see Gyro now is like with Io. Gyro Io seems really good still, but I mean, I'm not sure what they pick here. Actually,
You got things to buff the Gyro here. Radiant, Living Armor, Surge, Dire, of course, Venge Aura, Beastmaster Aura. They've got ways of being Gyro. Probably not gonna happen.
Yeah, especially the Darks here as well. I don't know. I feel like his landing has gotten so much worse after the E nerfs, like his flak cannon. I just don't know what premier carries are left.
There aren't. You get some sub premier carries.
It's still Faceless Void, but I feel like they lack damage in the Chrono. I feel like Catboys might want. Let's see. There's Slark. There's Faceless Void. Could Morphling be good this game? I'm not even sure. Let's see. The ladies have 20. Oh wow, they're insta picking. Oh, they did pick the void. Okay.
It's good. It's a good void. They don't have great
I'm
damage to
just-
throw into it, but I like it.
It's not bad. They can like throw the axes. They have the chrono egg combo. Pango throws a few swashes in there.
10 seconds
You
remaining.
just have to be on the team fight. I think
5 seconds
what
remaining.
if Catboy's gonna pick? I have to pick something that can like lane into the Beastmaster
I know
Phoenix
it's
lane.
gonna sound psychotic, but what if Radiant got Bristleback? After last game, I probably shouldn't be saying that, but it was like a really good Bristleback game.
I mean, this is a really good bristleback game. I feel like they're lacking damage. It's like they have. I'm just worried that they won't be able to really fight as much. I guess they have the Darkseer tree. I feel like all three of their cores will be really greedy.
Bristol Tree Lane is really, really good.
It does seem pretty good though, yeah. And they can like kill the boar as well. Let's see. I would like the bristle pick if they did. They did Slark. That's not terrible.
Your heroes.
I'm just worried that the Slark's just gonna get chronoed and they can't do anything about it. But we'll see.
You know, this is Lads playoffs, season 13. Every series has to go 4 hours or more.
That's
Every-
true. You had to cast 2 of our games that are like oh, was that a 4.5 hour broadcast?
And luckily for me, I was so sick Friday. I didn't. I was like, yeah, I can't do this. 'Cause if I was there Friday, I would have literally died. You can tell I probably don't sound too good right now, but I was a lot worse 2 days ago.
Yeah, Simon had to bear the fucking burden instead. Oh,
I was like another well over 60-minute game, another very
Yeah.
long series.
those games are not good for my heart. Every time we end the series, PMA's just like banging his desk, and I'm just, and I'm just there like, oh my god, we actually didn't get eliminated. Holy shit!
No, if at this point, if you win Lads, you have to get a new desk. I mean, the desk has to be broken very soon if you keep bagging out cats.
I wouldn't be surprised if PMA broke his desk.
We'll say though, I like the ladies draft. Do you agree with that, or do you disagree with that?
I definitely like the ladies draft more this game. I just don't know how they're gonna deal with the egg on the Catboy side. I kind of really wish they picked Gyro, to be honest. And then I'm like looking at it more. So I feel like Gyro can kind of man fight still, especially if he gets like good timings with the Satanic. But I don't know if Legacy plays it or not. So
It's Gyro. Anyone can play it.
that's true.
It's if you're
I
asking
feel
me
like
if you
they're-
can play it well, then we don't know. But anyone can play it at like a C- level, you know.
Yeah, I just feel like their game plan would have been a lot easier with the Gyro too. Like they can just flack out the wave, and it also like kills the boars. But we'll see.
Wait, if you are just joining us, welcome to game number 2 of some losers bracket playoff action in Lads. It is. Oh, wait a minute. Hold that thought.
Some
'Cause
action
we're already
bottom,
fighting in the bottom lane right now. Turkey runs into Buffles. Buffles walks away.
They just said hello. They just said hello.
As I was saying, we are in the losers brackets. Right now, the ladies are playing for their tournament lives. If they lose this game, they are done. They will get 7th. Catboys, who secure a 2-0 victory down through the top 6. My name is Badger. I'm now joined by Vico. Hopefully, we'll be in for a pretty fantastic game number 2.
At least they're cutting down the trees. That's a good start. I don't know if they already know there's 5 heroes here. They should just back off.
They want to kill the trees, though. They're saying, you know what? We'll die if we have to, but the trees must go down first. All must die here.
Yeah, it's definitely necessary. That hero is so obnoxious.
The battle begins.
Good
Just
news.
walks into lane.
You have more trees over here still.
Yeah, he just has to play on the right side. We'll see. Although his options get severely limited.
So what happens mid Leshrac Pangolier? Is that like a Leshrac favored lane, Pangle favored lane? How's that supposed to go there?
I think it's definitely Lesh favored, but with like the barrier changes they did to Pango, it's like definitely a lot better to trade nowadays. It's just hard because like whenever you try to trade, he's just gonna press E and Q, and then he got the deny too. I don't know. I definitely say that's a Lesh favored lane though. You just can't really trade as much. Squid's gonna have to do a lot this game if they. Tower.
You saw it last lane where Miposki was certainly winning in the deny war. Now Squid's ready to deny right back, apparently. It's just game of denies. The game of high fives, apparently.
This bottom lane's gonna be really important too. I don't see. They're gonna have to trade with Leech Seed, but it's gonna be hard to trade into Phoenix Beastmaster. So I really don't like the Slark pick as much.
Sometimes you play tree and you accept you're gonna die. You go in, you trade, and if you die, you die. Your carry's not being hit during that. That's the mantra that I had, and we almost won last doing this.
That is true. It was really close.
I'm still haunted by that, by the way. I still am.
What, the grand finals of last season?
Game 5. I still have not gotten over game. It's been an entire season I have not gotten over game 5 yet.
I know. I was watching that game. I thought you guys had it, and then actually, no. Let's not talk about it too much. I don't want to haunt you too much. You reliving that?
I have not recovered since. Didn't even make playoffs. I had a rigged team with Logical, Tint, and Breezy. We still didn't even make playoffs. I have not recovered.
Yeah, it's tough. I'm just really concerned about mid because this mid is just gonna be all about like controlling the wave and like taking appropriate fucking like trades and stuff. And Squid's is playing with 30 FPS. I mean, it's not so bad right now though.
Got some creeps. I mean, he's down slightly, but it could be worse. Could be down by a lot more creeps by now.
I remember talking to him about it in general chat. Like, why didn't you just bring your PC to like your dorm? And he's like, I would just play too much Dota and not do any schoolwork, which is valid. At least he has the self-control to do that, you know.
I mean, does he though? He's still playing Dota. He's just playing Dota on a worse computer.
I know, but it's like I don't think I'd want to play like 12 games of Dota a day on a MacBook. He's like limited to like what, like 4 or 5 instead of 12.
I guess that is an improvement. Yes,
that is an improvement. I mean, me personally, I just like go to the library and then I just like focus there. But I get it.
Waffles gets the Lotus. I don't think he'll die for this, but it might be a little bit close. And never mind, he will be dead. Leech Seed secures the kill there. Turkey gets first blood, and now Clankers will be fairly sad in the bottom lane.
And I think Clankers posterized, as they say.
I have not checked Discord between games. Is there a posterizing going on in Discord between games?
I don't know. I'm just assuming that's going to happen at the end of the game, to be honest.
Certainly possible. It would not shock me. Given the way this season has turned out, some of the action that's occurred. We'll say, though, they're glyphing bottom, going in for Legacy's forced to pounce away, so a little bit of damage taken there on the Slark, but he's still mostly fine.
I can already sense the 60-minute game incoming, to be honest. This game is going to be so slow. I can already feel it.
Oh. Legacy is going in aggressively. He might get punished for this one. He's got a fair fire ready to go. He'll use it. Wow, it's well timed from Buffles, but still not quite enough damage. Axes from long range!
Oh!
Ooh, nice shot by Clankers. Now Turkey wants vengeance, but he will not do so. Double kill for Buffles on the Phoenix.
See, this is how I thought the lane was going to go. I feel like they can't trade into him at all, because if they try to commit the spirits, I feel like just make that impossible.
Maybe for Legacy, you have to be content with not going in for that bold move to pounce there. He did not have a fun time doing that.
Yeah. They also had a level disadvantage. Like, he was just level 4 and they were trying to trade. I think they just had to keep the lane back as much as possible and get as much out of it as possible, because this lane is going to be really hard the more levels they have. Like, most of their damage is right clicks and there's just a Phoenix pressing fire spirit.
Turkey has the right idea. Just walk in, ignore damage, just take the trades. You have 99 damage. He's the right idea. He's just going in. He knows his job.
I wish he'd also unblock this pull camp. It's been blocked for 5 minutes.
Mid lane, they're going in for Squid, but Split Earth off the mark. Will dive the tower anyways. Blood Grenade is there, and Squid will eventually end up dying, but Never mind. Okay, he is dead. So he is dead barely. The last tick of that blood grenade. Meanwhile, bottom lane Tramp Protector went down as well. So across the map, a 1-1. But surely Catboy's happy with that one.
Yeah, 6-minute rune's coming up too, so he's just guaranteed to get that because his support's there. Yeah.
Oh, the region.
Oh, it's a region?
Oh, he's so happy. And Squid is so sad.
Wait, why'd he pop in? Okay, he didn't swash him. I think he could have just, like, pushed out the lane and then go jungle and give the lane to the Rubik. Because I don't think he's really gonna get much done top anymore. So the Dark's here. You can just leave him be.
They're going in for him right now. Thought Buckle on cooldown. He's forced to roll. He's rolling in, rolling on around. Seems to get away on Squid, doing some stunning on the way out. Wait a minute. Going back in again. And he'll leave. Look at Sharkosity. He's in the right place. He knows his job. Grab rune.
They didn't get both. Nope, Turkey's on the case. Or the other one?
Well, is it born the low ground? It didn't see Turkey, I don't think.
It's
Then
just
now they see
stacking.
him. It's too late, though. It'll be one rune both sides. Wait. No! Sick Boy got the other rune! Oh, that's an absolute disaster. That's both runes. The Catboys.
Sick Boy the goat, actually. Holy. Whenever I'm playing like Forces support in the rank game and I just see both enemy supports get both wisdom runes, I just want to not play the game anymore. I don't know.
Speaking of not playing the game, Clankers is about to head to the fountain. He'll be dead, not playing the game for about half a minute, thanks to that death at the hands of Naposki on the Lesh. And that's first rotation of the game from Lesh. He's now 1-0-1.
Yeah, this is what I hate about mid right now. It's like one death and then the whole thing just snowballs, especially with like runes and rune control. It gets really hard. Like Squid needs to do a lot this game, but the Lesh is able to out-rotate him because he got the rune. Void has the Midas queued up.
The game of Midas apparently seems like Legacy is headed towards a Midas as well. Mini 8 rune will spawn bottom, going the way of the Shrek. Meanwhile, top lane. Is he gonna go for this? He might go for this, actually, unironically.
Depends. If he had wall, it would be a lot easier. But both his supports are mid. We're just getting the... Oh,
Seeing a lot of action everywhere right now. Seems like Sharkosity will end up going down, though. Squid is backing up the Venge.
Wait, I think Squid's dead too.
Squid's in danger. He's got 12 wands. He'll wand until shield crash. But again, right-click down appears to be the name of the game. Squid is still alive. Now Buffles has arrived. Sun Ring for some damage on Sick Boy. Sick Boy will Fairy Fiber still ends up dying. Split Earth on Phoenix. Phoenix is dead. It's a 2-for-1 trade so far around Overgrowth.
Wait!
Into a right-click mid lane. Squid will die. Double kill for
no.
Treant Protector. 3-for-1. Meanwhile, bottom lane. Legacy solo kills Clank. Affects the mid lane. Tree still running away. He's now dead. That's a 2-for-4 in favor of Catboys. Big win there across the map.
Yeah, Turkey hit level 6 and pressed ultimate and killed Squid too. This is gonna be a really rough game actually. He is also just free farming top. While like both supports are mid too. Yeah. They're gonna have to get like the egg on Phoenix and try and make a play with the chrono or combo or something, because as of right now, just winning all 3 lanes.
And it's the Chrono top lane there on Darkseer. Sunray on top of that one. Tia is going to fall.
Hey god, that's something.
That is
Guys
indeed
level 6
something.
as well.
Despite the Chrono top lane, though, the name of the game is camped out mid on both sides. Both teams, both supports are just chilling mid right now. Wait, Squid in danger? Split Earth? Never mind, roll comes out from Squid. Bench stun comes in there, the Tramp Protector. Dive forward by Buffles. Turkey is still alive. Once again, roll hits. Blood Grenade is there. Sharkosity and Turkey both are dead. So, well, Supernova is not going to work. What, dude, look at... he just walked away from it on Lesh. She knew it was dead.
Yeah, that is not how you want to use your first egg. Oh no. Oh my god, Sick Boy's chasing Squid.
Perhaps a little bit too boldly, though. Tia has the surge. Swashbuckle will be off the mark. Now Squid is... I mean, I think he's still... Both
He's got
teams
another in
missing
2 seconds.
Swashbuckles.
He's got another try.
It'll miss it again!
Oh god.
Oh no, in comes the tip.
Squid's
Everything's being missed. Everything's being missed right now.
Oh, there he goes. Here comes the all chat. Here we go.
Oh no. Squidward.
No. I like imagine the frames on his MacBook, and he thinks he hit him, and then he just looks back and it's missed completely.
Oh, good Dark Pact bottom from Legacy. He'll pop the ulti. Trees on the way. Q will be a little bit short. Axes are the turn. Overgrowth hits only on one. Legacy's still alive. Clanker's still quite low, but nobody's dead. Turkey will attempt to walk away, but again, he's in a bit of danger. Squid is quite sticky and looks for vengeance. Sick Boy arrives, he'll steal the axes. Buffles, dives in, dives away. Roll comes out from Squid. Sick Boy will surely end up dying here. This time, Swashbuckle will hit.
Alright. That's a start. They can get this bottom tower too, so that should open up the map quite a bit.
Appears to be potential tower trade going on here. Both teams losing their safe lane 2-1. Squid, he's going through the twin gate, still hunting Turkey. A little short on damage right now, though. Tia backs up the tree. Perfin has Chrono in literally right now. He's holding it. He'll use it on Darkseer, so again, good target to focus if they can secure the kill, and they will get it. Perfin secures that kill. Squid again heads to Turkey. Turkey is dropping and drops to the grave. 2 kills for the ladies and equalize the kill score at 10-10.
I love how this hero can just like press Swashbuckle like 4 times and Shield Crash 3 times and still have half mana.
He has that entire 0.8 mana regen per second from raindrops. That's how I can do that. I want the raindrops, of course. Wait a minute. Is this normal on the Shrek? He has no place in Edict right now.
This is a little weird, I'm not gonna lie. I feel like with all that time he could have just gotten the mid tower. But I think he's really focused on destroying Squid, I guess. Although this is really not standard, but I mean, they're going on it right now.
Yeah, again, Split Earth hits, but Squid's still half HP. Turkey walks forward, and now Squid will have to roll on around. Roll is
Wait, did he steal
stolen by
did?
Sick Boy. It's roll on roll action. They're both rolling away. Leshrac is not hasted, but still is very fast. Lightning Storm into Split Earth hits on Sharkosity. Sharkosity turns it to Venge Stone Swap. Forward brings Tia into the action, but it's still a dead Venge.
Ugh, I can't believe he stole a roll actually. All you have to do to cancel is just shift Q to W. Oh, it's really bad that he has a roll. It's like an instant roll too. It's not even a second, I think, because of his passive.
I'm not even sure why I'm watching this while I'm Team Buffles in Turkey. More importantly, something's happening top lane. Perfin is... Never mind, he's fine. Everybody's fine.
Say. Oh no, they're stealing the stacks too. Oh, okay, never mind.
At least they're trying. They got some creeps, but none of the big creeps that matter, at the very least. In the river, though, we are fighting once again. A 4-on-3 fight in the river. Split Earth hits on Squid. Supernova will certainly not die this time around. Turkey to fall, but everyone else will walk away.
At least they protected the stacks. That's the most important part. I feel like if they did not protect that, Clankers would have been really sad.
He's already somewhat sad, but that money will help his game out a lot.
Okay, he's got his pipe. So at least like when they team fight now, the Lush won't do as much damage.
In a team fight, smoke on up. 3 heroes smoking top for the ladies. Legacy secures the T1 tower kill, but again, we have a fight brewing, I believe. Chrono is available. Sharkosity has swap. He's not quite in range now. Both teams are smoked on up. Smoke will pop on both sides. Venge broke that smoke. Oh, Chrono! They're on 3! But Leshrac is still alive. There's just not enough damage. Now it's roll on, roll action. Sick Boy ends up losing roll for the Venge Stun. Instead, Squid's being gone on. He's holding the roll for now. Now he'll roll. Roar comes out there on Lesh. Swap away, save Squid for the time being. Radiant will split their attention in multiple directions. Clankers will certainly fall. But Squid got his roll up, looking for Legacy. Legacy has no ulti. He'll pound Squid. Squid is dead. The trade is for Slark. Leshrac is low. Perfin is at Sharkosity. They're typical for the Leshrac. That's a 4-for-1 in favor of, once again, Catboys. Buffles surely gets away this time around, but again, another triumphant win for the Radiant side.
Yeah, I really don't know why they smoked there, to be honest. I think they would be happy just farming. Because they haven't overlapped the chrono with the egg once, and I feel like the egg is like most of their damage in the chrono right now.
We saw it there again. That was the 3-man chrono, and just they didn't even kill half a hero there.
Yeah, they tickled him. I think Perfin got to hit like the Leshrac once, but he got his bloodstone off, so it didn't matter. He just healed all the damage anyways. The reason why I like the draft so much was because they had damage in the chrono, but they're just fighting without the damage. They're going again.
Yeah, I mean, good save once again for Sharkosity. Once again saving Squid. They want to get Leshrac on the way out, but Leshrac, well, he's fine. Both Dire Subs are dead, Turkey's on the run, Swashbuckle hits, but again, Turkey is tanky. He's literally a tree, but again, the axes do fell trees sometimes, and it's a 2-for-1 trade. The ladies will, again, lose that one, but they keep their T1 tower alive.
Yeah. Game just seems really rough.
What's going on top lane right now? You have any what's going on top lane right now?
Legacy is just farming the wave and then able to walk away because he has his ultimate ability. And they have no spells to stop him from doing that. I just want to see them chrono with the egg once.
Surely we will see it eventually, but before that happens, Sick Play gets brought down by Colonels. You've chrono in literally 25 seconds. We may have to wait for that combo a little bit longer.
Yeah. Thing is, if they get to late game, I feel like the ladies will definitely win. But it's just about if they can get there.
That was, again, very similar to last game, though. Of course, the ladies this game have a much harder late game to get to than Catboys did last game. Catboys really only have to get rid of that bristleback spike and they were good to go. For the ladies this time, they have to go a little bit harder.
For sure. They have the tools to fight. They just have to make sure they use them together. Oh, Squid's going.
Oh, here we go again. Colonel Squid will not have his role stolen, though the rune went to Leshrac, arcane rune for him. Squid's just rolling on around.
I was just gonna get ulted.
There it is, a 2-man ulti from Turkey into the Meteor Hammer. Sharkosity dead, Colonel Squid dead. T1 tower mid lane, not far behind. And the tip, just for good measure.
I want to say I have an explanation for that play, but I really don't. I don't know what you... Surely the rune wasn't that important. I mean,
maybe he thought he can get away with it. It turned out he couldn't, but he thought he could.
They just need to slow the game down a bit. If they're committing 5 heroes mid like that, I'm sure they can push out the side lanes. The only one playing on the side lanes on the enemy team is Legacy, so... Is he getting a Midas? Oh god, okay.
Oh, you're on Buffles. Only problem is he's literally a Midas away from buying Midas.
Yes, I think Squid has one queued up.
Wait,
yeah, he does.
Everyone's a Midas. Oh,
it's the late game angle, Badger. I'm telling you. Oh.
Wait. Hold every thought in the game right now. Ignore this team fight going on right now. Actually, I had to commentate this. Then they go for Sharkosity, slow with the Lightning Storm. Eventually, he'll die here on the bench. How many Midases are either purchased or in quick buy? One. Okay, so we have one on Phoenix, one on Pangolier. We already have one on the Void. We're gonna have 3 Midases on the ladies. That's their plan, to win the late games by 3 Midases.
It's the ticket. It's one of the tickets to get there. But I mean, they're like losing so much map control now. Like Squid's just died like 3 times in a row in really bad spots. And still, like, they haven't been using like the one way they can team fight.
And they have the abilities if they want to use them, if they can find the opportunity, but...
Yeah.
Well,
Next timing is probably Perfin getting his BKB. They need to do something though. Like, their map is gonna close in really fast. The only saving grace I have here is that I think the Catboys don't really do Roche that fast. So, I mean, they can't close it in as fast. And they're just going as 4. Surely they can find more farm on the map than this.
Well, we see a little bit of all chatting about Midas. Temporarily, there was, I believe, one in the quick buy of the Rubik as well. guess that's the dream, is your 5 Midas game.
Yeah. Oh, they're going on perfect.
You know what's funny, though? A bit of Dota lore. The game that really brought Midas into the limelight was in 2013. And it was one of those games where there were 3 Midases, including 2 support Midases at minute 28 and minute 35. That's what brought Midas into favor. Way back in the day. Before that, nobody bought Midas. This is like a meme item that nobody bought. It's like, you know what? 3 Midases. Windrunner, minute 28 Midas. Why not? And they won the game, so maybe it'll work out here for the ladies.
I love Midas. It's my favorite item. It's like so much satisfaction when you just click Midas on a creep. I don't know what it is about it. I remember like when I think when 7.33 first came out, I watched Fourth just buy 2 Midases on Faceless Void because like you could stack both of them. So he just basically had like 4 charges.
That is
That's
so
great.
degenerate, actually. No, please don't tell me he dies to this. Turkey.
Oh no.
He wants the soul kill. He's invis. Oh no, he's gonna get the kill. One more hit will do it.
One more?
He's gonna go for it. He's gonna go for it. He's gonna go for it. Oh, if that was me, I would have went for that.
I think he still
went
might.
for that.
I think he still might. You see some.
He's going for it.
He's got it.
Turkey with the outplay.
That's another one for the compilation. It's like 6 of them now. Power's done.
Oh, blink, vacuum, wall, overgrowth on 3. It's time for Clankers to die. Still half HP, trying to say the last Chronosphere will be there onto the Darkseer.
Press
It's
egg,
stolen
press
by
egg,
Rubik.
press
Egg is finally here, but again, the Chrono, it's stolen, used on Pangolier, and the egg is dead. It's an absolute disaster. Pounce on Faceless Void. That's a full correction. Technically not a full 5-man wipe, but again, 10k net worth lead minute 22. It's a disaster for the ladies right now.
Yeah. They missed their opportunity to take the fights, and now, like, Radiant's just so much stronger. They don't even have the damage to kill the Leshrac and Chrono if he just gets his Bloodstone off, actually. I don't think Perfin wants to stand in the Diabolic Edict with the ultimate as well.
No, he does not. No way.
They just have to slow the game down. They have to like split push or do something. Like the supports can just go behind the tier 2s and like split or something and just stall this game out. They have so many Midases, and now their big cooldowns are on cooldown as well. So
look at last game, and they had this Spirit Breaker here that was very good. It's, you know, splitting the lanes as a sub. Phoenix and Venge are not quite Spirit Breaker level at doing that.
yeah, but at this point, they're just so behind. They need to try something. Like, there's no way they're winning a 5v5 fight anymore. But it said like maybe 5 minutes ago they could have if they used their spells properly, but it's looking really dire.
Ha.
Ha. I'd even say just go Roche right now, to be honest. Just like try something. They're really on the back foot right now. Because if Radiant just goes bottom and takes Roche, I actually don't know how they win the game anymore. Does Venge have a Solar Crest?
Venge does not. It's only Medallion. Is that?
I mean, I think that's still enough to Roche. It would be really slow, but I think they kind of have to start getting desperate at some point.
No Solar Crest.
Yeah, there's just 4 heroes showing top, and they're just all mid.
Roar middle lane there on a Rubik. Rubik will end up dying. Stolen Chrono will die with him. Turkey has an ulti on 2. Lesh has arrived. In comes the back wall. There on 2. Supernovas on the floor. Radiance cannot kill the egg right now. It'll end up stunning Leshrac, but again, it's still Clanker's dead. Pounced forward by Legacy. He's found Pango. Chrono there on 4. But where's the damage? It's only Sunray. They'll bring down Tree, but only the Tree. Squid is a trade. But so is Leshrac, and now Legacy dies.
Okay.
They actually have enough damage. The Tia is dead, and the ladies, with their tournament lives on the line, get a massive full 5-man wipe.
Wow, that was a really clutch Chrono. And the Sunray actually started doing damage. I didn't expect the Lesh to die that fast. Did he not have his ultimate on in the Chrono?
I don't know.
Like, yeah, he popped the Bloodstone, but just died actually. And now Perfin's top net worth. How much did the gold swing? Like 4k? That's insane.
Over 5k.
Oh wow.
Big swing. Big swing. And they needed that. It's still a 5K lead for Catboys, but it's suddenly a Dota game.
Mhm.
Without that, this game is kind of one of those like slow burn. Catboys take the map, they take the gun, they grab, they turn enter, they grab the shoes, they slowly win game. You know, you've been in those games.
This is true.
And that we had an actual competitive game on our hands.
I'm glad. I want a game 3. I don't want this to be a 2-0.
Radiant are scanning.
We'll
My
see.
mind's telling me yes, my body tells me no for game 3. But either way, pounce bottom lane into a second pounce to cancel that TP. That is an ace stack of permanent agility for Legao.
Getting an orchid. I actually.
Correction, he has purchased the orchid. It's on the way.
Okay. What does the squid have any defensive? What is he? Is he buying a BT?
Yes, he is.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, this is what I mean though. Now they're just gonna get Roche close off the map.
Seems like it will be a free Roshan, more or less.
Yeah. I mean, they could still win fights if Perfect hits those perfect chronos, actually. So, let's see what ends up happening. But I feel like the ladies' game is gonna get really hard.
Again, I guess one good thing is there's not many easy objectives for side of Catboys to take. I mean, unless they feel confident enough to force high ground. If they can go high ground, then that's where it gets tough.
I think they definitely want to at least force them back. We'll see what they end up deciding on doing. But I mean, their high ground's pretty good. I mean, they can just keep throwing axes. They can throw the wave. They can wave of terror. I think their high ground's pretty good. So they kind of, I think that what they should do is just look for these pickoffs on the sidelines because I think the ladies is actually finally playing there. So if they can just hunt with the slug. He has an orchid too. So I mean, I feel like anyone they find just dies. They don't have any defensive items either.
Yeah, at this point, we're seeing more farm across the map for the ladies. They're farming more of the map than the Catboys are. Catboys are simply trying to look for this opportunity to get the pick off. They're playing this dire jungle. They haven't found a kill yet or a tower.
Yeah, Catboys should be grouped up like this. I feel like they should have at least one person hunting on the sidelines. But they're all just grouped up as 5 in the jungle. Okay, here we go. They're smoking finally.
They're going to force it towards wherever they can find any kind of kill. They saw Sharkosty, if they want a more valuable kill of Clankers. With a blink away by Clankers!
Run, Clankers.
Zaryscape is smiling right now. Beautiful play by Clankers.
Oh my god. I can't believe he got out of that, actually. Did the Rubik not get to just insta-blink lift him or something? What happened?
I don't think he was in range. I don't know what he was trying there, but it was not going these maps successfully, apparently.
Let's see. Squid sorting out the issues. Oh my god. Not the MacBook. Oh, no.
I need a live fan camera. I need evidence of this. As the league admin, I need evidence from his boss.
It's actually crazy. They were just like owning in group stage, and then you get to playoffs, and Squid is just playing on his MacBook. Oh man. Yeah. What fan does he have in his dorm room? Is he just grabbing this?
I know when I used to live in the dorm, I brought fans from home. Because you never know, with poor HVAC, sometimes it's going to be too hot, sometimes it's going to be too cold. When it's cold, you easily solve it being sweatshirt, blanket. When it's hot, well, you got fans.
True.
You have fans. If you're lucky, you have a window. I didn't. You got fans.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Hopefully he sorts it out though. I mean, the worst part is I'm pretty sure when he's playing on this like the highest tier, like a MacBook Pro, and it can still like barely run Dota. I
All I
don't know
gotta
what
say
gear it
is,
is.
he chose Mac. This is what's gonna happen, son.
Yeah, I think the like while I was talking to him, I think the other issue that he told me was that he had to choose between like plugging his mouse in or having Ethernet. So I'm actually not even sure if it's the MacBook, the Ethernet, or both.
At that point, surely you need to like get some kind of like extension thingy or
No, he has one, but
attachment.
I just don't think he has an. He has like an adapter or something. That's what he told me, but he said he just has to choose between one or the other. I don't know. It's really tough out here.
That's bad. That's bad.
Yeah. They definitely win this late game, though. I'm confident they win this late game. They just have to somehow make it past like 45 minutes. I'm pretty sure, as long as they press their spells correct. They just have to keep split pushing. I like where Buffles is. He's just split pushing bottom. And I think Pervin's just trying to get mid lane and farm the camps here, so I have faith. I have faith.
And there are 16 minutes in-game time, possibly more than that in real time, depending on more pauses at the time. Again, again, that last fight was a good sign. If you can win that fight, then you have hope for the next fight.
Of course. That was like the best chrono he could have hit too. He got all of them. Oh, basically all of them. They are going high ground now, though. Trying to force them
Interesting
back
stuff. Swap forward back into that tier 3 area. Lesh will stay alive. I guess he had to use that shard depth shroud to help keep Lesh alive. So yeah, both teams use a bit of cooldowns. Nobody dies there.
I mean, you can see the effect of the Midas is coming in now too. Buffles is almost the same net worth as Tia. It's starting to come in.
You know what's going to happen if Dire win this. Wait, pounce forward. Orchid there on Colonel Squid. He's forced to AKB. Look to Eternal Legacy. Chronosphere, they're on two. They want the Slark, and they've got enough damage. Roar on Rubik. He'll fall as well. Double kill for Perfect. They'll head to Tia. Tia trying to surge away. He's got Blink in 7 more seconds. And at this point, Darkseer should survive. But again, the ladies have cut the lead from 10k to no K.
They're back. That's all they needed. If they press their spells in conjunction, they're really strong. They might be able to force the racks here, actually. Oh, wait, no, they have 2 glyphs. Never mind.
They also don't know that Slark does not have buyback. Like, Slark doesn't have buyback. We know that, but they don't know that.
They can at least get some chip damage or get the tier 3, but they have too many. I'm just gonna go bottom. Okay, that's good too, actually.
Especially into the Street Protector, they probably don't want chip damage. They want like an actual full calculator.
Yeah.
We'll say though, if they wait, Turkey appears to be in danger top lane. The roll comes through from Squid. He'll roll up. Overgrowth is there into the TP. Is there a cancel? Yes, there is. The Yules from Buffles. That will be one dead Shri and Protector of the Radiant jungle. They'll go on then. It's a 1-for-1 trade across the map.
Okay. How much time is left on the Aegis? How much time do they have left? Oh, there's
35 seconds, so not much time at all.
Next Roche is what's gonna decide this game, probably. It's gonna spawn, what, like 38 minutes if I can do math correctly?
It's gonna be at least, yeah, at
37,
least.
38?
I mean, if we get lucky, it'll be around minute 35. But if we get unlucky, it might be a little bit longer. Lift on Colonel Squid. His BKB was available, but he was chain stunned 100 to 0. He correctly pings there's a ward there, but too little too late.
Ooh. Okay, Aegis is expanding low. When's their next chrono? They just have to play around the chrono. That's all they can do. I think ideally they just kill the Slurk, because if they get anyone else but the Slurk, he's just gonna press his shard. If they just get the Lush.
Slark shard does still save everyone in Chrono.
I think so. Does it? I can go test.
You know,
that,
lore-wise, it doesn't make sense, right? Because think about it, right? You have this ability, Chronosphere. It literally freezes time. First, wait, finally they're going in on Clankers. We'll ignore the anecdote for later. It's not very important at all. But think about it, right? It's just some fish. What's he known for? Yeah, he got out of jail. Versus dude who literally stops time.
Lore is not the same anymore. The sets used to be so lore themed, and now it's just we got anime anti-mage and Marcy.
It is okay. To be fair, anime Marcy makes sense. Marcy's literally an anime character.
I can see that's true. That's true. She is.
The anime
she did come from the
what
anime.
can you do?
Yeah. Let me test. I mean, honestly, I don't even hate Clankers dying there. Like 4 heroes TP'd bottom just for that kill, and Perfin's still farming it up. Perfin really gotta do a lot this game at this point. I like the Manta because they have the work.
They killed Squid again. They killed Squid again. Not good.
How many deaths does he have now?
10. 10
Oh,
deaths.
Man.
And he's got no buyback.
Alright, they're gonna go for the high ground play here. I mean, to be honest, I don't. Oh, he
Link
has a
Hex
Hex
there
on.
on Darkseer into the split earth wall on the floor. Pounds forward by Legacy. Perfect will chrono. It's only a little track on the inside. Overgrowth will keep him in place for the time being. Supernova is here. But where is the team fight? It's not connected. Everybody walks away. Clankers, he's got a BKB, but he's angry. He knows the fight is lost. But he has held his base for now.
Yeah, the problem is they can't fight them anymore without the chrono. Every single one fight that the ladies have taken is because of a good chrono. But if they just solo chrono the Leshrac like that with like tree armor and he's getting tree ulted and he has his bloodstone running with they're just not killing him.
Well, Blink swap by Sick Boy. It's chaos at the base. Clanker's the target. He'll get forced away, and Ogre still totem. Lesh blinks in. Down goes the Beastmaster. Void has to walk away. Beastmaster buys Max. Swap in, this time by Venge. Finds Leshrac, and that'll be an important kill. And just like that, your push is dead. Sure, it cost you a buyback, the one of Clankers, and you know what? That's fine. That's worth it. You killed Leshrac. That's what matters.
Yeah. Honestly, I just hope the ladies just push out this mid wave and just go bottom. They need to really
Wait a minute, Perfin is alone. He's entirely alone, and he could not time walk in time. Oh no.
Okay, I didn't want him to be bottom without his team though.
He was looking for the farm, and it just did not work out this time around. Now Squid will have to roll, but it's canceled by the vacuum from Tia. Tia is low on mana, stunned by the Venge. Link in by Clankers, roars there, but it's purged by Legacy. Dire will focus. They'll bring down Darkseer. It's a 4v3 fight. Rubik is dead. Now it's a 4v2 fight, and just like that, it's disengaged time. But Legacy is somewhat in right now. If they can lock him... Nah, they're not locking him down. Never mind.
Quickly snipe the ward and got out. Okay. I mean, all things considered, that wasn't terrible. I thought that would be a lot worse. To be honest.
There was good vengeance there for the life of Griffin.
Yeah. Can you see when Roche is going to spawn as the caster? Like
Yeah, right there.
Oh, it's in 8 seconds. All right.
Yeah, if it tells you if it's yellow, it's the exact time until it spawns. Oh, it's gonna spawn.
All right, this is it. Unless second rush means nothing, like in all the other lads games I've fucking watched so far. But
Actually, it mattered a lot in the last game of the series. The second Roshan. Yeah, pretty pivotal fight not long afterwards. So wait a minute. There might have been two fights afterward. They might have just lost the fight with Aegis.
I don't know. I feel like the last 4 games I've played in these playoffs, I was like, okay, we got the 3rd row, surely we just win. And then it didn't happen. And then there was like a 5th or 6th Roshan.
Or 7th Roshan. We went to 7 in the 88-minute game.
Was it actually? Oh,
I was
God.
counting. Because you got
Alright.
first Roshan like minute 16, incredibly early. And then the game didn't end.
Yeah. They are getting this for free, though. I really hate this, actually. Surely they have to at least contest it.
Looking at Dire Vision, they seem to not know too much right now. It's too late. Aegis goes the way of Slark, Cheese the way of Leshrac, Blink ulti there on 2 from Turkey. Venge is once again the target, and Venge once again is dead. And Venge once again will die after the Ag Illusion dies as well. What can you do there?
Yeah. Oh, they just got a free Roshan. I can't believe it.
I can. Dire had no vision. He had no idea.
Yeah. I remember I stood in for them too, and like I was the one timing the Roche, so actually I shouldn't be that surprised.
What can you do?
Okay. What can you do?
That's just the Dota player experience. You know, any visual or audio stimuli happens, you say, "What can you do?" and you move on.
What can you do? It really do be like that sometimes. That's the combination.
Well, tier 3 tower under attack, and it will get eventually killed. Legacy is still on the high grounds. He'll pounce away, but the tower is still alive for the time being. But yeah, it is not long for life. Less than 1/10 HP, about 5% HP right now.
He just has his ags too. They just have vision. How much vision does it give? Okay,
Not that much, and now 0 because it's dead. Like over to here, I think.
Okay.
Oh, pounce in, Orchid on Colonel Squid. He's forced to BKB. Pedaldance comes in from Legacy. He's trying to fight the Pangolier. Neither is all that interested in the fight, however, so... Again, Legacy wanted the tower. He did not hit a single time, and now it's fine.
I feel like they should have given the Aegis to Lush, but maybe I'm wrong. Because the Slim doesn't really hit the towers that fast, but if Miposi could just like press W and walk high ground without having fear. I guess getting swapped would be really bad though too. I guess getting swapped on Legacy's a lot better.
Again, Lesh does have both Aeon Disc and Sheath. Yeah, there's been some good high ground defenses so far. Maybe it has to just be Idiot. Maybe like whatever.
I just can't really say confident what I think like what's gonna break the game open. It's gonna be just a one bad team fight, I guess. I just don't know when it's gonna happen.
One of those game states where you either need an outplay or you need a misplay. One day we'll get one of the two.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure the ladies are thinking like they have to play really safe now because they don't want to get eliminated with your backs against the wall like this. So they might just end up twiddling in their base and hope that Catboys make a mistake.
Well, they're going in on Squidward. He'll roll up before the vacuum gets there, and he'll convert that one into the full roll. Just like that, Squid's rolling, but Radiant are not interacting with him. He'll have to roll back to his base. Most important spells, Supernova and Chrono, are ready to go, but the Dire base is not ready for the siege. It's still very, very injured. Eventually going to die here. Legacy will Dark Pact, he'll focus the tower, and it's now dead. Swap is available, he'll swap, and it's Lotus Orb reflected. Good Lotus keeps Legacy outside of the Dire base. And yeah, we're still chilling.
That's a funny interaction. Like, you just avenge. What would that look like if you were like in the POV of the bench? You just swap in and it automatically swap back to your original position. Is that what happens?
Why, yes, my spell is useless. Congratulations.
Okay. Perfin did get the free Shadow Blade items, so.
Whoa.
Oh.
We are fighting Chronosphere. It's only on one, and he's hexed.
Oh,
it's a disaster. Chrono, Vac, Wall will be there on two. Legacy's focusing the Phoenix in the back line. Supernova is available. Still being held for the time being. Perfin will BKB looking to fight. Here's Supernova. Legacy cannot get to it quite yet. He's being zoned away right now. He's got two lives, so lose one right here, right now. And now Squid once again can roll. And this from the Shrek Cheese is not in the inventory for Miposki. Boyd will end up dying, and well, Squid is stuck rolling out around right now. Back to the main body of the team fight. They're focusing Clankers. They're forced to the high ground. Phoenix is dead. He'll now buy back to Squid once again in the river. He's looking to go for Turkey, but he misses the spell. He'll TP, and it will not be successful. Meanwhile, Venge dives the Slark towards the Dire side base. TP is cancelled. Squidward is dead. That's 3 dead on the Dire side. 1 buyback forced out of Phoenix. And well, we are in the danger zone. There's buybacks available, but if you want to defend, you'll have to use all 4 buybacks. The one you've already used and the 3 more to be used.
Man, I cannot think of a more worse scenario than that.
Swap Slark. Slark doesn't have spells, but they cannot kill him. Oh no, they're going on Clankers. Clankers is dead. He does have buyback. He just got it, and he's used it. We are once again defending. Kind of like a 3.5 v5 defense right now. Sharkosity will stun. Bit of a stun stack there, but they did get the Slark stunned for once. Problem is, he's still fine. And into the top lane we go. That's a dead Range Rex. Again for melees, pounce forward. Glyph comes out from the Dire side. Legacy will fight. Looking for Clankers. Clankers survives. Buffaloes will Sunray. Sharkosity will finally lose Illusion. Perfin was trying to hold his buyback, but he finally had to use it. The ladies have 5, including, well, I guess not their chrono combination quite yet. Squid is very far forward. He'll beekeepy, looking for Rubik. Vacuum. On 2. Time walk away by Void. Squid is isolated. He brings down Rubik, but if he dies here, he's swapped again by Sharkosity. A fantastic swap, but he's still dead to that Orchid Afterburn. Turkey, Sharkosity, they fall as well. Supernova will certainly stun the Slark. Chronosphere on 2. Where is the damage? There is the damage. A dead Legacy. They want the Leshrac. He'll try to Bloodstone, but he cannot survive. A triple kill for Perfin. The roar is reflected by Lotus, but Tia certainly will fall here. That will once again be a full 5-man wipe, an ultra kill for Perfin. It was incredibly costly. It cost you, I believe, 4 buybacks and a top range Rex. But the game continues.
Yeah. There's just so much pressure on Perfin to get like a good chrono, and you can see like in the fight before that where it missed because he posted just got the blink out, and then the Rubik who was in it also used himself, so. But this fight is different because he got both cores in, so they just wiped them, which is good. Honestly, I feel like at this point, Perfect should just buy like a refresher or something. They're like so reliant on the chrono to win fight.
He got a lot of money right now, so he certainly could do it if he really wanted to.
Yeah, and he has no buyback anyways. What does Buffles have queued up? He also needs... Okay. I mean, he's level 24. If he hits 25, doesn't he get like the plus, like, how many egg hits does he? Plus 3.
Plus 3 egg hits.
Alright.
Well, we are going to see Melee Rax die at the hands of Perfin. Now both teams are up a half Rax, but again, for the ladies, you are happy being up the Melee Rax versus down a Range Rax.
Yeah, for sure. Is this just another early Roche spawn again? I can't read it properly.
It's about middle of the road. So in this case, that means the Roshan spawn's about a minute. First, wait a minute. What's going on over here? Supernova on the floor. Hold that thought. Supernova, I believe, is going to end up dying here. But
wait,
Tia's very low as well. Guardian Greaves have not saved Darkseer quite yet, but he'll still surge away. Swap. Get Perfin away from the fight for the time being. Squid looks to roll, but he's silenced by Legacy once again. BKB from the Bangalore. He's now rolling, but again, the ladies are losing a lot of lives. Overgrowth is missed entirely by Turkey. But again, you have no Phoenix. He is dead for 100 seconds. Split Earth is there, the Venge Illusion, and it's now dead. Cassidy may need to buy back here, and he will. But it's at this point a 5v4 fight, and all eyes are on Perfin. Your season is on the line, and you need one hell of a Chronosphere.
Yeah. He has, what, 3.7k? How much is Refresher? It's like, what, 5 point... Let me check.
5k exactly.
5k exactly. I really hope he just queues a Refresher, honestly.
Dire have 0 buybacks, Radiant have 2, Darkseer and Slark. Legacy swapped into tier 4s, but he counts away in time. Vac Wall, there on 3. It's Chaos towards the tier 4s, and the Netherrax have fallen. It's a full set taken top lane. And Catboys seem to be content with the full set top lane, and now looking for Roshan, who, surprise, surprise, is alive. And thanks to the tree ags, I can see that, hey, Roshan's alive.
We're just gonna get a 3rd Roshan for free. Oh no. Is the refresher that Perfin needs to.
This is the face of a man who's very sad right now.
Go farm your refresher, Perfin, please. Please. Sell your Midas even, I don't care. Just get a refresher, please.
Oh.
Okay, he's
Oh.
got it queued up. He's got it queued up.
We have hope. We have hope for Perfin. Roshan goes the way of Legacy and Company. Aegis to Slark, Cheese to the Shrek, Refresher to Darkseer. The trade is for Tormentor, which gives a Venge Shard, which is better than nothing.
Wait, he just got the Venge Shard now?
Yeah.
Oh no.
It's a good shard.
It is like one of the best
That's
shards
not
I've-
good that he has it at mid of 48, but it's good that he has it.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, they should just 5-man with Perfin and just help him get this gold, or he should just sell his Midas and buy it. I'm begging you, Perfin, please.
He has buyback in 2 minutes 40. Maybe he's trying to somehow. Never mind. He's done it. He's made the move. He keeps the Midas, but he's bought the Refresher. 2 Chronos on the deck, ready to go.
Alright, this is it. Season on the line. They're going.
We head up the bottom lane for Catboys. They know the stakes. They're in the lead. If they win the game, they go to top 6. But if they lose this fight, there's a lot of lag right now. Thank you, Dota 2. Regardless, Legacy will begin to slow siege. He's hitting the tier 3, gets stunned by Venge. Perfin has Ninja Gear, smoked up, ready for a Chrono. Wants the angle. Chrono is on nobody! Oh no! He's got one more ready to go. Perhaps he can BKB and Chrono if he wants. Swap. Karakasi's there on Darkseer. Perfect. Use the Manta. Stun on feet. Power still alive. Well, apparently, Miss Chrono does not matter because Perfin's just ready to go still.
Let's see. I don't think he's gonna be able to wait 2 minutes to not pop the refresher.
Guessing he just wants double BKB at this point. But Legacy will head to the high ground, swap away by Shrikosity. Legacy, use the Depth Shroud. He's got Shadow Dance in 5. And he'll once again pounce away. Again, the slow siege is very slow, but it's doing the job. The tier 3 once again is dead.
It's just gonna be a slow uphill battle till the real one starts.
If you go this slow, though, eventually Perfin will have 2 Chronos.
Yeah.
You kind of
worst
have
case-
to go. You kind of have to play Dota 2. Legacy will say, I will play Dota 2. Tia backs him up right now. The range racks remain alive. That is some slow siege.
I think they're playing a lot more scared than they should be. I mean, I would be playing like this if they had 2 Chronos, but they definitely need to force the issue a bit. Like, there's already only, what, 60 seconds left? A whole minute's passed. Since...
Chrono in 45, Refresher ready to go. Range racks are not dead yet. Legacy is in this dire base very deep right now. Supernova on the floor. Perfin holds the Chrono still. Supernova's half HP. Pressure from Void. He can Chrono. He's still holding it. One life is lost on Slark. Perfin heads for Turkey. It's Chaos outside the base. Turkey dead. Sharkasi dead. Shree now uses buyback. Venge Illusion is there. A Chrono on 2. Darkseer and the Shrek. Both are alive from now. Good Wind Waker from Sick Boy. But Darkseer is still dead. Now, another swap by Sharkosity keeps Perfin alive. He only has no Chronos or no BKB, but he has the will to fight. It's a 5v4 once again. Leshrac uses the cheese. He's kept alive. A 3-man overgrowth, and Squid is dead. But Squid has a buyback. Perfin it's going to have to fight once again at this point. Clankers buys back. Blitz on Squid, and Squid has an on disc. Vacuum wall there on 2. Pressure from Tia. And Squid is diebacks. Buffles is in a lot of danger. Yes, the Yules himself at this point, but he's dead anyways. Perfin is trying to fight Legacy, but Legacy's just so strong right now. That's a dieback on Faceless Void. Triple kill for Slark. There's a GG in the chat. And Catboys advance to the top 6 with a 2-0 victory.
BG Squirt.
Rated the worst mid in the league? What? Rated Miposki worse
Who
than me?
rated him Miposki the worst player in the league? What?
Like, you have this Badger player? Is there? Yeah, whoever rated Miposki well over than me, that's a mistake.
Yeah, it's just really unfortunate. I was hyping up the refresher, and then I mean, it almost worked out in the end, but Sick Boy also just saved whoever was in with the. I can't believe he had an upgraded Yules. Actually, that was really clutch too.
I was
He had
not
the
ready
Wind
for that, but
Waker.
it was huge.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think Perfin should have tried to solo Chrono the Slurk either, but it's just hard. Like the only fights they were winning was when Perfin would hit like at least 3 people in his Chrono. It's a little unfortunate, but
Even that scenario, he had limited information. Maybe he thought he can get another one on the edge, but oh,
yeah. It's a what can you do moment.
what can you do?
The zoning Chrono.
Again, for the ladies, they were one of the more favored teams going into the season, one of the more favored teams going into the playoffs, but they will have to settle with 7th place in for Catboys. They have a date with Colt of the Big Fry in quarterfinals.
Yeah. What can you do? Your mid players playing with like 20 FPS. Because I feel like this team really like their success early in the group stage was really like when Squid was able to just like create a lot of space and play the game, but I feel like it's definitely a lot harder in the series. Can you do Miposki? Like their rune control of this game was actually really good too, because they could just leave Legacy and Tia by themselves, and they just secured Miposki every single rune. I don't think Squid got a single rune until like 12, like past 12 minutes. What can you do?
Yeah, again, it's over. It's over. I mean, that's how it ends for most teams. Only one team can win, and for I think this is like the
Yeah.
third season in a row where it's like the exact same. They got like 5th the season, 7th. Again, it's a respectable playoff team, but not necessarily a team all the way. That's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt.
Yeah. Yeah.
Either way, though, it is over. Congratulations to Catboys on their 2-0 victory over the ladies. Much closer game 2 than game. Thank you for Nico coming on, joining me for game number 2. Save sick little old me for once.
Yeah, thank you for having me. At least I wasn't like it didn't break 60 minutes, but it did go late game, so
52 is nothing. You all these 60-minute games, 88-minute games. Like 52 is nothing.
88-minute games. Dude, that game I had to switch my entire item build to win the game. I had to sell 3 items to win.
You have plenty of time to do it. 8 minutes.
I did have 88 minutes to do so. Oh well. Yeah. GG's. Congrats to the Catboys.
Thank you to the viewers for tuning on in. Time to cast your games, cast your tournaments. If you're a pro TL looking for a commentator or the best tournament admin, okay, the 3rd best tournament admin in the business, hit me up on Twitter, twitter.com/BadgerDota2, or on Discord at BadgerPub. Either way, though, as always, thank you for watching, and have a great night.